Nestled in the shadow of its imposing, now abandoned keep, sits the dwindling riverside village of Weepstone. But things were not always so. For in times gone by, a man from the east, known only as Raal, grew to power, waging a relentless campaign westward. After crossing the mountains into the kingdom of Talesworth, he established his seat of power and constructed a stronghold from which to oversee his lands. He called this stronghold Weepstone Keep. Many wondered what compelled this mysterious and seemingly unstoppable warrior to end his bloody campaign in this place. But the years were good to Weepstone and its people, their harvests unfailingly robust, and their industries the envy of neighbors both near and far. However, Raal would not live forever, and upon his death, his lands passed to his eldest son, Byron, and thus began the troubled times. Long past are the seasons of plenty for Weepstone and its people, whose fields now sit barren, the people forsaken by the good fortunes they once took for granted. To the astonishment of many, Byron abandoned Weepstone Keep for a modest manor on a hill near the town, and forbade anyone to return to its halls. Now the town barely survives, mostly as an unwelcome stop along a trade route used by merchants too impatient to travel the hospitable roads of the south. Only the trapped or the desperate continue to call this bleak place their home. Our story begins here, on a night of ill omen, as the people of Weepstone have been called to the tavern for reasons unknown.
Good people of Weepstone, I've summoned you here to discuss a matter of grave importance. My brother and your lord, Byron, has fallen ill.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone it is, whether you're in the world. It is your Lore Saviour, and today we are going to be playing the demo of The Secret of Weepstone, an upcoming video game that very much has an old school Dungeons and Dragons or RSR vibe to it, and that's gotten me really excited. I've seen snippets of a trailer that's been flying around recently, and it looks, to me, a TTRPG player and games master really, really fucking cool. And I think that with the likes of Baldur's Gate 3, making TTRPGs in a video game sense really popular, I think we're going to be seeing quite a few more of these like TTRPG-inspired video games coming through. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Lore by Night. I do a whole host of horror-themed TTRPG coverage, usually centered around the world of darkness, which is the universe in which Vampire the Masquerade is centered around. So if that sounds at all familiar and up your alley, go check out my other videos, but only after you've checked out this one as well. I've had the pleasure of running a whole host of TTRPG games over the last 6-ish years now, some of which have been for companies who have made games for me to go and run for them to promote their stuff, so I think that's pretty cool. So I'm not just sort of any old chackle fuck. That being said, I don't have the greatest experience with D&D stuff, but I have seen and read and engaged enough with to know what is and isn't authentic. So this will be a very interesting little experiment just to see how much it's trying to capture the D&D feel of specifically sitting around in someone's basement staring at each other's ugly mugs for the next 6 hours. And already I am loving this artwork. I'm loving the presentation. The music's it's a fantasy style, yes, but it's very refined and restrained, which shows a lot of skill from the composer, because it could be very easy just to make things very large and bombastic and in your face and heroic, but this is kind of bleak and sad, and just all this hand-drawn artwork is just amazing. Now, I love the narration. It's a bit camped, it's a bit like ye olde school in places, but that's kind of what you would see in ye old adventure models as well, so it's already off to a terrific start. And of course, this our adventure is starting in a tavern. Classic D&D setup. So let's just carry on listening to what Oswald has to say.
He is rarely conscious. His nights are fraught with fevered dreams and terrible nightmares. The healers know not what ails him.
Sounds serious.
In his half-waking state, he mumbles incoherently of Weepstone Keep, the castle that our father built, our childhood home. I can only hope that it is there where answers may lie. Are there any among you willing to delve into that forsaken place to find the source of Byron's torment? I will not lie. There is undoubtedly great danger waiting for any who venture there, in the form of both man and beast.
This all again feels very stereotypical, like cheesy, campy adventure write-up sort of thing, and I'm very glad that they've committed to the bit with that, because it does feel very authentic, and it does set the mood quite nicely as well.
While the keep and its contents have been forbidden since our exile, I hereby decree that any brave enough to take on this task may enter, explore, and importantly, keep what they may find within its walls.
Which is nice, I suppose, and it's interesting that the brother is exiled as well. Mysterious.
Who among you will take up this duty? I need 6 volunteers. Please, I would rather not have my hand forced to choose.
So we can choose, from my understanding, amongst these chuckle fucks, and I think it's these 4 or 5 that we can't have. Oh, we can't use them either. So let us go from right to left and see who these characters are. And I don't know if we're going to get more in the full game, or if there's going to be like a character creation process, which I can see some people being a bit iffy about. And I get the frustration with that, but in a traditional module, you would probably get pre-generated characters that were designed with the adventure in mind. So whilst you could make your own, I think this is very much within the style and setting as well. So, who we have here, Ebba Eccleston, a stable hand and magic user. Ebba is beloved by all who know her, and in the minds of many could do no wrong. That was until she fed spoiled oats to the Lord Byron's favourite mare, killing the beast and losing her job as a stable hand. And it looks like she's lost a fucking hand with that as well. Which could just be the arts of like concealing it, like she's kind of small, or it could be just like a perspective thing, but curious stuff. I think we've got like a halfling bard here. Yes, we have a halfling musician bard. Kaelin Quinn, and I'm going to get some of these name pronunciations wrong, and if that bothers you, just fucking up your dosage of Copeium. Once known as the Songbird of Trent, Kaelin's promising career as a bard was tragically derailed when she shattered her fretting hand in a bar fight, and was forced to resentfully seek out less discerning audiences. We've got a dwarf here, I think. Dwarf carpenter. Elton Winslow is the best carpenter for leagues around, and truly, deeply hates carpentry. That may be why he's known to have a strong personality, but he's young even for a dwarf, so it's hard to tell. Over here we have Dalton Cockburns. Dalton was born in Weepstone, and has never once set foot more than a league from the town. Since childhood, he's rambled to anyone who would listen to about the coming doom that haunts his dreams. And he is a cleric, which is sort of like a devout, healing, warrior, healer sort of person. But people tend to choose clerics because of the healing powers. So here we have is Euron Ableform, who looks like a right old cunt, and he's a magic-using merchant. Euron is a merchant of clearly good breeding, and remarkably successful. The most confusing thing about him is why he chooses to remain in Weepstone, the answer to which he alone knows. Ooh, plot story stuff. We have Ray Wyatt, who is one of the characters we can choose, who is a dwarf blacksmith. Ray Wyatt is a middle-aged dwarven blacksmith, exiled from the capital city of Tellsworth for crafting items forbidden by the Guild of Artificers. When asked about his peg leg, the story changes every time. Come on, mate.
I said I would stick to plows and horseshoes. But I still know how to swing a hammer. I'll go.
You see, in any other situation, I would call that bad voice acting or a bit cheesy. But that does kind of feel like a player in a game, like putting on a ruffle gruff dwarf voice. Ha ha! Who we got next? We got Nixon Webb, a elf baker, who looks more like a sort of assassin thing with that garb going on. Nixon is an elf and a baker in name only, as her shop was burned to the ground by a spurned lover. She's been trying anything else she can to raise the funds to rebuild, unsuccessfully so far. Sad. We have Egbert Graham, once served as the cook for Lord Byron's father at Weepstone Keep. I wonder if there's going to be like some connections there, like with some roles and things that we can do, or some sort of investigation, or some sort of knowledge we can gain from these characters that have all served there. He loves only 2 things, his wife Della and a perfectly cooked meal. And now I'm vaguely aware that if you choose one, the other one comes with you, so that's just something to keep in mind here. Not that it matters much with the demo, I think, but it's just, you know, worth keeping in mind for the future that these two have to come together. Though mostly retired, he's been known to dust off his knives for a feast day, and he is a magic user too. and his wife, Adela Graham, in her youth was a housekeeper for Lord Byron's father, Rao, at Weepstone Keep. She now spends her time gardening with her husband Egbert and is known affectionately as Mardala to the children of the town. So we just choose Egbert back here.
I'm always one to lend a hand, but I'll have to see what Della thinks about it.
We know the keep better than most, Egbert. It's only right we try to help.
Right, as you see, even though we only chose one character, the dwarf, it says there are 3 more volunteers, because that one, and that one now coming with us. And very interesting, the audio's looped so suddenly. I'm presuming people would choose a lot quicker usually, but hopefully that'll be tidied up a little bit when the game proper is released. So who do we have here? Tatum Harlow, the village idiot who is a fighter. It would be easy to write Tatum off as a moron if it weren't for the fact that occasionally he's shockingly smart. However, the townsfolk have generally decided that every village needs an idiot, and sometimes they volunteer. Come on, Tatum.
Okay. What's the keep?
We're doomed. So who we have down here? Another unavailable character, a thief, the town drunk, Tucker Barnes. Looks rough for whatever age he actually is. And depending on the time of day, only half sober at best. But Tugger will tell you that any day now he's got a plan to turn it around. Yeah, that sounds like my late father. Anyway, who do we have here? We have an elf zealot. Starla is known for the day she would die since she was a child. At least, that's what her cultist parents taught her. She ran away to avoid being the ritual sacrifice and maybe avoid her fate. Which I have to say, I've seen quite a few character concepts like that in TTRPG sessions, so that's very particular. So come on, mate.
It is beyond me to make this choice. This path has already been chosen for me.
In many ways, that is the case, you being a video game character at all. And we've got one more volunteer, which actually leaves you, the kid, a street urchin, a thief. No one's sure where the kid is from. He's never spoken a word to anyone. Only those new to the town would be unwise enough to leave anything valuable unattended when he's nearby. Alright, it is done. We must be brave and report back. And oh my god! That looks so authentic, like a first edition basic D&D module. The dice, the nut, the pencil. Oh, the tables, rumours, the random encounters. Man, that looked so good. Totally unnecessary for a game like this. But that's just those little attention to details things. And obviously the artwork is black and white to represent the black and white artwork you get in those books. The portcullis gates shut tight. And we are now in the keep. Use WADS to move and use your mouth to look around. Okay. Looking around. We've got 2 knights there. Doors on the left and the right. It's a gate. One is open, one is closed. And I see there's... Is that something on the floor? Oh, yes, there is. Okay, I'm clicking on that now, but I can't pick it up. Do I have to get closer? I can see that being really annoying really quickly. But that being said, I do appreciate... If it was intentional, not just an oversight, just, you know, not just... Making players work for it, essentially. Just some old-school design, probably. A lion's scepter. Put that in our inventory. Right, I'm presuming... Has the other one got one? He does. Okay. Let's have a look here. Stone
One
statue.
can only assume the formidable visage on this statue is Raal himself. There seems to be something missing from this statue's hand, as though it's meant to grip an object.
I wonder if it was that scepter we just picked up. Oh, we can search for traps. We should probably do that first. Who's got the highest percentage of identifying that? Oh, that's a fucking high percentage for you. In the realms of everyone else. But not the thief. Okay. I have a feeling if we do that, it's going to tell us to change character, and then I won't be able to use the one that I want to use. Alright, let's try Egbert here. See what happens. When interacting with objects, you can change which character is doing the interacting. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Try change the character who's active in the party menu. Come on, love. Some characters are better at certain things based on their attributes. So let's see if we can search for traps, which is a wisdom check. Oh, it's coming up with a D100 die. Dan Green leans in to closely examine the statue. Oh, well, wisdom ability test privately. So there's like a private GM going on. Ability tests are based on a character attribute such as wisdom or strength. The character must roll under a percentage based on the difficulty for the check. For example, if there's a 30% chance of success, they must roll 30 or less. Or in the case of Adela here, they've got to roll under 40. Very old school, that. Call of Cthulhu by Chaosium continues to do this idea. With later editions of D&D, it would be like a roll-over system for the most part, but once upon a moon, it was not the case. Sometimes a roll is done privately by the Dungeon Master, so the player will not know if they have succeeded or failed. Okay, so let's click continue. Cleverly concealed within the mechanic is a needle trap, waiting to prick the careless. It is now safely disarmed. Good job, Della. So we're not going to get hurt if we just use the item and lower it. Very fucking sneaky.
The scepter snaps into place with a satisfying click.
Bit weird the fucking thief couldn't do that, but... I mean, they probably could have done, but... Usually with the old school D&D stuff, thieves are good for searching for traps. I would have thought that would have been a bit higher for them. And the Games Master rolling things privately was something that was encouraged a lot more with older stuff, I believe. Okay, so let's pull on that arm. Lovely stuff. That's now going to raise. Ooh, what have we found here? Looks like a potion, a small healing potion. It restores 1 to 6 hit points. Oh, there's a bit of chance of this. Okay, some items such as potions and scrolls are expendable. To use them, right-click them in the inventory and select Use. Many items are only usable during combat. When an item is used during combat, it will end the character's turn. Right, okay, that's worth knowing. So here we have our inventory and the stats. We've got the hit points, the AC, a measure of the character's armor, defensive reflexes. The number or better must be rolled on a d20 to score a hit against the character. The d20 is used for combat, and you roll over that one, so we beat 10, we're going to get hit. The alignment is lawful. Lawful, neutral, and chaotic are the three. Like, lawful is generally seen as good, neutral is somewhere in the middle, and chaotic is generally seen as bad. We are currently at level 0, so we're just regular townsfolk, so we're not going to have like any sort of magic and spells, even though we've got some spellcasters here at the moment. But when we would level up to level 1, we then are able to choose talents and spells and all the rest of it. And there's quite a lot of fucking experience points we've got to get to before we get to level 1, so I don't think that's going to be happening in this demo. The stats. Oh, I love the touch of that. Our stats here: strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, and charisma. Saving throws for all these different elements, conditions, mortal favours. What the fuck is a mortal favour? When the people of Weepstone die, they convey otherworldly boons upon their friends and loved ones. Mortal favours vary wildly, and little is known their origin or cause. Interesting. Just flicking through all of these, none of them seem to have mortal favours. Curious and curiouser. Right, so it seems that we've got 1 or 2 directions to go, left or right, and I've gone completely the wrong way. As I am politically left-leaning, I'm going to go to the left door. Press M to see a map of the location. Oh, is this going to be like the blue and white tiles? That looks so fucking cool. Ooh, I just love the attention to detail of this, and there's even like the illustrations, the font is just, oh, it's just so good. An introductory novice level. Depths of Weepstone Keep. This adventure is intended for 6 level 0 characters. The members will be unskilled and inexperienced, so the party should expect to lose and replenish members as they go, with power maintained through powerful magic items. Now, is this going to be the case all the way through, or is it literally for this section of the dungeon? I wonder. You know, and again, just unnecessary details. They do not have to put this in here, but they've gone for that because they really want people to feel that old school sort of vibe. Which is also why I can't move the mouse at the moment. In the top left hand corner, you have the party's health, and they're like super fucking low because you're not like superheroes in like D&D 5th edition. No, you really have to work for it. And as I was talking there, I was just noticing the flame. You can see on the top, like there, where the animation ends. Like, you wouldn't notice that usually, but it's just the fact that it just caught my attention. I was sort of looking up there, but it doesn't need to be, like, super clean, I guess. Right, so where we're going to go? Well, I see some doors here, so let's just go this way. We went left last time, so let's try right.
This door is wedged shut by the damp and refuses to open, despite your best efforts.
Oh, we can try to barrel into it or hacking down. Do we have a high percentage with that? If it's like higher than 30, I will consider it. No, we don't. You see, I'm not too sure about like trying to barge into this because I feel this is going to have the same sort of bullshit where we try and like hit into it and we'll hurt ourselves. So I'm not going to risk it, but can we hack it down? You got a sword, will that work?
Your weapons and inexperience do little to harm the stout door.
I've never heard a door described as stout before, but that's fair enough. Never mind. We cannot access this door. It's locked, all right. So let's try this door.
Spartan beds and matching foot chests hint at this room's use as a barrack of some kind. The ravages of looters and time have been unkind, leaving it in shambles. A makeshift structure built from bed frames dominates the rear of the chamber.
I can't help but feel that there's some like enemies behind that. That we go a bit further, they're just gonna like jump out and attack us. So hopefully I can try and gingerly look through these chests and whatever's over here. Unless I turn around and the enemies is over there. Oh, what's that? Is that part of the environment? It's a spear, a rusty spear. Damage 1d6 minus 1, which means that when we do damage, the d6 is like your standard 6-sided dice, and whatever we roll on that is going to be subtracted by 1, just to reflect it being rusty and a bit shit. Okay, so you've got a sword. What does that do? 1d6. No, we'll avoid that. You got a dagger. We'll just 1d4 minus 1. That's a d4. A loaded teddy bear. The fabric casing is stuffed with, filled with metal pellets. It swings like a fail. That's quite sad and fucked. Oh, you got a knife. A rusting meat cleaver. Either that can barely cut meat, never mind your enemies. They've all got the sort of similar sort of damage, don't they? 1d4. So you got a sling, which I imagine is going to be useful for getting enemies in a distance. So I'm thinking there's going to be like some row advantage here. So you can keep that. Wait, did you have a flail as well? Someone else had a flail. What did I imagine? Oh, it was that. I was getting confused. So 1 minus d6. I imagine the spear's going to reach back a little bit. What does that do? Oh, you can have that. You can move there. So swap you around, because I feel that's going to bite me in the arse if I don't do that immediately. No, I think we're good with weapons at the moment. Hopefully, when we explore those chests behind us, we'll be able to find something inside. Oh, another sling. Okay, that changes my formation up a little bit. What does that do? Minus d4, minus 1. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do much with that dagger, assuming that I'm correct about the layer thing, because why would we be able to move them around like that if that didn't mean something? So, in that case, you can have that. So we've got a back row of people there, front row of people up there, I think. I'm hoping I'm not wasting my time doing this, but I think this is what it's about to set us with. There's nothing in there. So let's just go around the corner there. Oh!
The sound of small boots disturbs the quiet of the room as small
figures
burst forth from the haphazard barricade. They brandish crude weapons and seem particularly intent on defending their hideout.
Goblins! Right, let's take the cunts out. Let's roll for initiative as we enter combat! We're going to be able to see the dice as we roll. First we roll initiative to see who's going first. Your dice are black and the enemy's dice are green. Oh, there's actual dice! Nice, we're going first. Ha ha! Alright, we seem to have the advantage, if only by 1. Your party's arranged as 3 rows, front, middle, and back. Okay, so in that case, we've got a front and middle row at the moment. Characters using melee weapons can only attack enemies directly in front of them. Okay, I was right about all of that. That's good. Reach weapons, spears can attack up to 2 rows away. So the middle row can actually attack the middle ones as well, which is nice. So front and middle. Slings can attack at any distance. Okay, we made the right decision there. Click your melee weapon to attack. Right, so who do we attack with? Now choose an enemy and a d20 will be rolled. The result may be higher than the enemy's armor class, AC to hit. Some modifiers may be added, such as strength or weapon bonus. Alright, let's go with you. Let's go through this logically, because autism going brrr. What do we get? 18, a great start. Plus strength makes that 19. Ooh, that's not great, but it's still damage. Ooh, 2. Of course, the modifier. They are badly hurt. I'm going to try and weaken a bit of all of them as we go along, so I'm going to slap them about with my bear. Oh, apparently double-clicking them does the weapon choice as well, which is nice. We hit 6 damage. Ooh, 1-hit KO. Absolutely lovely stuff. Can we be just as lucky with the goblin here with our sword? 14 plus strength. That is a hit. 3. 4. Okay, they don't have a lot of health, which is nice. Although this character's not in the front row, and they have a weapon equipped that can strike enemies from a distance, because we gave them the sling. In that case, we're going to hit the one at the back next. Oh, that's not so... Oh, that's still a hit, though. I didn't think that was going to do it. Got 2. Right, and you have a spear, so you should be able to hit those at anyone. Okay, cool. I was right about the spear. Alright, let's hit you now. Oh, I thought that was going to be a nat 1, which would have been really bad news. But they miss. Okay. We'll stick with the plan. Attack the one on the left. Oh, nice. D4 damage. Nice, okay, not going too bad, not too bad at all. Attack rolls must be exceed or the defender's armor class in order to hit, so the same thing's going to happen to us now. They're going to try and hit us. I think that's a miss. They miss. We're going to try and hit the boy. Oh, what is what they get? A critical miss. Double-clicking an enemy in range is a shortcut for attacking them with your quick weapon, which I just found out by accident. I'm surprised nothing more happened with a critical miss, because I would have thought like they dropped their weapon or they fell over or something, because that doesn't feel like anything really special, to me at least. There might be something working under the background I'm not aware about, but I was hoping for a bit more. Okay, so they're both badly hurt. Let's go and attack you. Spice things up a little bit. Ooh, 20! What does that do? Maximum damage!
Take that, you swine! Now we come over to you!
Oh, nah. Critical miss. Nat 1. Completely bookending the dice fiend. Magic scrolls are single-use items. Once used, written spell vanishes. I didn't know we had a fucking scroll. Arcane spell scrolls can be used only by magic users and elves, for which style it is. Divine scrolls are used by clerics. Your party members start as unskilled level 0 common folk. Their true class and abilities remain dormant until they reach level 1, which I talked about earlier on. However, since this character is an arcane potential, elf or magic user, they can use arcane scrolls at level 0. Do I have to use one now? If added a magic missile to your... Oh, I've added a magic missile scroll to the inventory. Thank you very much, Mystical GM. Use it by right-clicking in the inventory and choosing use item. Do I have to do that? I really don't want to do that now. You're going to make me use it now. Okay, fair enough. Use. Now choose a target. I feel kind of cheated. That's a nice little stinger. Anyway, I feel kind of cheated with that, just because, you know, I was handed that victory, but I would have liked to have saved that for a rainy day, but alas, we've seen how a bit of magic works in the Secret of Weepstone. And we go lower back down a little bit, I guess. Oh, there's a lever there.
A grinding noise, followed by the sound of metal scraping on stone, echoes from deep within the keep.
That could have done something really good, but also something potentially really bad. I hope it's certainly not that. What do we have found here? We have a chest. And the sound of flies next door. A +1 dagger. Okay. Who has a dagger that we can give this to? You can have the dagger, because this is +1. Okay, fair enough. You're not using the hammer anymore. Merry Christmas. So let us head out of the armory and see where we can go to next. But don't walk into walls, that is. Ah, here's the latrine.
A foul odor pervades this place. A smell so heinous it is beyond description. A sitting board runs the length of the far wall, with 3 openings. Despite the buzzing flies, you hear the faintest sound of rushing water that seems to be coming from the farthest hole.
That's a lot of piss.
Peering into the opening shows a drop that leads out of sight and into absolute darkness, farther than any sane person would attempt to climb, unless, of course, they wished for certain death. You hear the sound of rushing water coming from below.
That's the second time we've been told about that, so that seems important, but I don't like the idea of potentially dropping to our death. I've played Fear and Hunger. I know what happens if you jump down fucking toilets. I mean, it doesn't sound too deep, but I'm not going to focus on that for now.
As you approach the middle latrine, you are blasted by an odor beyond words. You have no choice but to back away.
That's fair enough. Does the third one say anything unique?
Your guts roil. Your eyes water. Whatever faith you have is tested by the putrid fumes that waft from this unholy maw. Shockingly, the latrine is not only quite full, but its contents are surprisingly fresh. A
Ugh.
glint of gold sits just out of reach, atop the muck.
Ha! We can toss a rock and climb in with this one as well. Ugh. I'm gonna fucking ignore that. I don't think any good's gonna come from that, which is absolutely fine. So, that was the room we were just in.
This door is not locked, but it refuses all attempts to open it.
Huh. Can we break... What do we listen inside?
No discernible sounds come from beyond the door.
Doesn't bring me good feelings. Can we break it down?
You attack the door, but fail to cause any significant damage.
Alright, so we do not go in this room. That is fair enough. Okay, so we've got one of these portcullises. Alright, so it raised that, I think, by the looks of things. So can't go that way just yet. So what's in here? Oh, hello, Vicar.
This stately but smaller hall seems to have served as a gallery of sorts. Crumbled detritus of carved busts and toppled plinths lie in shambles across the floor. The only remnants that hint at the original grandeur of this place are the large tapestries that still hang on the opposing walls, dominating the space.
Curious and curious there. I mean, that looks like the cutscene that we saw at the beginning. Does it say anything? Oh, it does.
Before you spans a great mural dominating the entire stretch of wall. A man, most likely Rahl himself, sits astride his great warhorse. He brandishes an outstretched sword at the body of a fallen foe, flanked by his imposing host.
Curious. What's on the other one? Oh, that looks quite mysterious, very cult-like.
Depicted in the mural that spans the length of this side of the hall is the silhouette of a man standing in front of what looks like a calm pool of water. Though at first it appears to be merely a pool in a cavern, the exacting geometric carvings that decorate the hewn stone walls are of unsettling design.
Alright, cool. Some weird cult shenanigans going on with this then. And just a little detail in the writing, as I've mentioned already, it's very campy, like, of the time period. I like the fact that the wording is what looks like a calm pool of water. That's a very GM thing. Oh, this is important, but I can't tell you what this is. The first appears to be merely a pool in the cavern. Right, there is something very fucking special going on with this place, which I'm sure, with the game proper, we would find out in fuller detail. So, can't do much of that for now. So, coming through this way, we came through that door. Is there a door there we can go through? Oh, there is. Nice. So where do we are now on the map? Okay, so we're here, and we've gone through this way. Can't go through that way. That leads to the port. That's the Aurtakis thing. We've just come through there. There's a little number key cards there for the Games Master, which is nice. So I'm going to hazard a guess that that loops round back here. Hopefully. Alright, so we won't go down there just yet. Where does that go? Ah, right. Okay, that does look like it's going to go and loop around like that. That's cool. Very nice dungeon design. We might as well just go and open that up. Is that the right way? We're facing the wrong way. So we go around this way and we open the door here. That we should have an open door in front of us. Yeah, I was right. Hooray for basic map reading. Right, so let's go down here and explore this side of the keep. What's in here?
This door is locked and won't budge.
Huh. Okay, so we can unlock this one by the looks of things. Is there anything in it? Yes.
You
possibly
hear a soft chittering, followed by the clatter of metal on stone.
one, possibly two things in there. If there was ever going to be a mini-boss, it would be that. Hold on. Metal and chittering. It's not that, is it? I think it is, because isn't that a fucking lever behind its tail? Cool. That's not frightening at all. Okay, so where do those stairs lead us? Okay, that's just that'll be a shortcut back to the Aurtakis thing. Okay, that's fair. Sort of found our way around there pretty quickly. We'll go through this one first, as I saw this one first.
The smith's quarters are Spartan and humble, but must have once been a comfortable respite from the heat and ringing of the forge after a long day's labours.
Okay, what's that? A key mold. I wonder if that's connected to the room that we need to go into. Just go and put that there. Okay, is there anything else in here for us to take, or is this like the main important room we need to explore? Okay, what's in here then? Well, if that's the smithy's quarters, that would make sense that this is the actual forge itself, right? Yes.
The large forge at the centre of this room seems long dormant, but the smell of coke and coal still permeates every inch. Crates, barrels, and scattered ashes are scant reminders that this was once the beating heart of the keep.
Right, okie dokie then. Right, so I assume we put the key in that, or the mould in that, I should say. Yes. We need some ingots probably to get that. Is that wood or steel ingots? Okay, that's fair dues. Let's head on over, put that in here. Can't do anything with that. And work the bellows, I guess.
The forge is not lit, so the bellows have no effect.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
You
wood.
lean in, lighting the forge with your torch.
Oh.
It is indeed lit, but only just.
Fair enough. And I see there's a door there, so I'm going to go through that first before we carry on any further. There might be something useful in here. Oh, heck.
A filthy, disheveled man holding a knife cowers in the corner while eyeing you cautiously. Makeshift bedding and various personal effects lie in disarray. The smell is pungent.
It's a regular Britishman.
What are you lot doing in here?
I rest my case. Oh, I've just had an idea. What if we answered these questions, or choose rather, with a dice roll for the shits and giggles, as this is very dice orientated, and I found a D6 that is white with blood splatters on it, paint obviously. So 3 results, so 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is 2, and 5 and 6 is 3. 6. That's none of your business.
That's fair enough. Just making polite conversation with the armed ramble. They call me Krieg, for what it's worth.
Fair enough, he doesn't seem too bothered by that, which is nice, so hopefully if we don't end up rolling a bad thing, we're not going to have a fight with him.
So, mysterious wanderers, what can someone like old Krieg do for you?
Well, it's nice it's actually acknowledged that we've chosen a very mysterious answer. We'll roll again. A 3, so 1, 2. Lord Byron has fallen ill, and his brother thinks the cause might be here in the keep. Do you have any clue what it might be?
Well, if there's any justice, it's his comeuppance for letting the town fall apart. But no, I haven't heard any about that.
Do I detect some animosity? Alright, let's roll that again and see what happens. Because it's a bit weird that he is here, and this hasn't been kicked out by goblins and whatever that thing is locked in the door. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's safety numbers. You shouldn't be alone. Would you like to join our party?
Sure. If you'll, have old Krieg.
Aw, look how fucking happy he is. Cheeky little mug. So, We've gained somebody in the back row. Okay, so what items does he have and what can we learn about good old Krieg? Not much is known of Krieg's history apart from he's an exile in Weepstone. What is he hiding? Krieg is a latent thief. Right, so what does he have? He's got a D1 minus D1 dagger. You're going to have the hammer now. We need to move you up front a little bit, I think. I'm going to swap you one of the sling lots, because she can hit anybody then, and he can hit people in the second and first rows with that hammer. So, let's go and heat up them bellows. To move the character sheet, press C and bring up the character sheet. Yeah, we've done this already, mate. Just, do I have to do this now? Okay. Nah, fuck you, game.
The forge begins heating up as you pump the bellows, but the embers remain quite cold.
Can we get any hotter than that? This is as hot as we're going to get.
As more air pumps into the forge, you begin feeling some heat.
Okay, we're making progress.
The forge is as hot as it's going to get. The heat feels good in this cold, forgotten place.
That's good to know. That was fairly straightforward, heating that up. That's now going to melt in there. It's going to form a key for us.
As the ingot begins to melt, the steel slowly oozes into the mold. After a few minutes, the newly forged key is just barely cool enough to handle.
Well, that's nice. Can I have the key, please? A small key forged of steel. Right, so hopefully we'll be able to use said key to get into that room. Not too far from here, somewhere on the left-hand side, probably. There it is.
Your entrance startles the large, scuttling creature that seems to have been nibbling on what remains of an axe blade. It rears up in surprise, emitting an eerie, chittering noise.
It's the creature from the book, and I was right, there's a lever here. And I have to say, including the dice rolls as well, I can see some people getting annoyed with the narration and the dice rolls. I believe you can fiddle around with the dice speed and the options, mainly because I had a little poke around before I started recording. And some people might not get what the game is going for, which I feel might be in the game's detriment, I suppose, but I'm really enjoying myself here. This is like really tickling me in all the right sensitive places. But enough of wax lyrical. We enter combat once more. Let us roll initiative. Oh, it's a draw. Who goes first? Okay, the party goes first in the case of a draw, which is rather fortunate because I was expecting a fuck you roll again. So let's attack. I was going to say, I would have thought that would hit with a 15. Nice, 5 damage. Okay, let's see if the boy can do much better with our new weapons. I agree, boy. Nice. This is good. Come on, Starla, can you carry on the good work? Ah. Yeah, indeed. Alright, village idiot, you gotta make up now. Nice. It's a 1. Not great, but it's a hit, it's a hit. And I have to say, it's really cool that with the lighting and things that's happening with the dice, it's kind of making me strain and think, what is it that it says? Like, I'm actually reading the dice on a table. Probably not intentional, but that's sort of helping in the making me feel immersed with the experience. Oh, that noise is not particularly pleasant. Okay, Eggum, or Egbert, attack! Oh, I thought that was going to be a 10. That was very fucking close. Near death. If we can take this out in this first round, that would be fantastic. Oh, you're out of reach. Ah. That's unfortunate. I hope we can use some of these weapons to change that. Yeah, can't do much here, unfortunately. I thought the hammer would have been able to hit. Okay, we'll just have to pass now, I guess. Come on, Della. That's a hit. Give us a 3. Accept 2, maybe. Not quite. Oh, you hit twice? Oh dear. Okay, that's good. It misses the first one. Ooh, that was creepy. It's a hit. Damn it, give me 1. Give me 1, 2. Okay, that's still 1. I'll accept that. Right, let's attack with our dagger. Come on, Ray. What does that say? That's a 13, that becomes 15. That's a hit. 3 damage. That becomes 5.
Yes, sir! Victory is ours!
Yeah, we're not getting much experience. We're not getting to level 1 in this demo.
The earthy smell of rusting metal and leather gone to rot fill this chamber that clearly once served as an armory. Mouldering armor and rusting weapons sit in chaotic piles, strewn without care and long forgotten.
Huh. Okay. It seems that we can take some of these weapons here. We've got some shields as well. We've got a small shield. I'm going to put it to you. There's another one I think we can use, because you're like right at the front here. Morning Star. A brutal spike club used with both a bludgeon and a stick. Melee close. Is this a melee weapon for you? Close. Not be able to do much there, but you can hold on for that for now. Oh, there's a spear. Oh, cool. You'll be able to hit people with that now. It's a little weaker, but I think that's just what we're going to have to deal with at the moment. What do you have? You have a sling. I'd rather you keep that for the time being, because I want some people to hit that in the back. Although we got 2 spears now. You can hit the back as well. Morningstar is 1d6. I mean, you should have that now, shouldn't you? Yeah. Those are all 6s. That's a bit weak, and then you've got the little fin at the back. We've got the shield, which I'm going to give to Starla. And we've got these weapons on the floor. Oh,
These
corroded
weapons
weapons.
have been corroded beyond use by the Iron Belly's fetid bile.
Iron Belly, that's an interesting name for the creature. Alas, it doesn't seem that we can do much, other than interact with the lever I completely forgot about.
A grinding noise, followed by...
Yeah, the same as it was before, which is fine. Is there anything else around here that we can investigate with our eyes and torch? Is that all that we got going for? Okay, cool. That's fine. We managed to survive that encounter pretty nicely. Not too many casualties, actually. We've just lost 1 HP so far, which I'm pretty alright with. Now, as we approach this courtyard here, as a games master who runs a lot of horror, that looks like a fucking setup. That door looks different to everything we've seen so far, so I think that's going to lead to like some sort of boss fight encounter thing, or something special, or maybe the next area, perhaps. I'm suspecting there's going to be like some sort of ambush, if not from like one of these pathways here, or directly above us. I'm actually going to reckon it's directly above us, because that's the sort of thing that I would do.
A large, barren courtyard opens before you, complete with mature trees and cobblestone walkways. As you cross the threshold, a sprinkling of pebbles and dust rain down from above.
Yeah, I was right. It's an ambush from above. Whoa!
From atop the towering walls surrounding the courtyard, a group of screeching kobolds vault the parapets and descend upon you.
Kobolds, those doggy lizard things. Alright, there's quite a few of the fucks here. There's 5 of them, so we're still outmatched by 2. Oh no, the enemy moves first this time. That is not good. That is less than ideal. But at least they have a weak damage dice and they only hit once. But still, I don't like the fact that they're moving first. They're not doing too great at the moment, as our AC just seems to be much higher than what they're rolling, and I've probably just jinxed it now saying this. Okay, cool. There's like 2 left, right? I haven't actually been counting. Oh, fuck. Oof. About half HP for the 2 at the back here, which is annoying. They're playing by the same rules, and it doesn't feel unfair. This feels legit, I think, and hopefully our luck begins to pick up. So, with Ray, with our Morning Star, let's attack. Oof, that's not a good start. Yeah, oof, indeed. Well, okay, can't get those 2 at the back. We'll carry on with the plan and attack you. Nat 20 with maximum damage. That is a one mighty teddy bear. Another hit. Nice. They don't have a lot of HP, which is cool. If we can take them all out in one hit, that would be fucking fantastic. I'd be surprised if we can do that, but... Oh, another nat 20? Oh, that'd be great. Okay, you can't hit him with a spear, so we're going to have to go with one at the front. That's still a hit. Nice. I think they've only got 4 HP as well, so that should do it. Oh, it's nice that the ones at the far move back so we can actually hit them. I'm glad the game does that. I don't even know what that says. That hits. I don't know what that says. They're dead. Guess worrying about them going first didn't matter too much after all. Right, okay, so we've got room there, room there. What we're doing for HP. I'm going to use that healing potion on Krieg because he actually has the lowest HP of everyone here. Yeah, let's just fucking use this now. Maybe I'm thinking about that too much, but that is the sound that a guy makes when he's had a really satisfactory shit. Right? Does that make sense? Okay, so that looks like progress, like a boss fight or new area. Let's go and check these doors first.
Despite your best efforts, the door refuses to budge.
Fair enough, there's nothing around here that we can pull. Okay, doesn't look it anyway, and there's not like any other effects or things that we can use to check things. I bet if they're level 1 and above, we can start employing some skills to search places, but this is like the tutorial era,
Despite your best efforts, the door refuses to budge.
Alrighty then, let's go on onwards and upwards to what I feel is going to be some sort of boss encounter. Oh, right, it's the same door, it's just the lighting that made it look difficult. Okay. Oh. I mean, with a little stinger like that, that can only bring fucking misery, so let's go and chat with them.
You there? Who are you that dares enter this sacred place?
It's a woman priestess. Wood. Oh, okay, we've got another cheeky little dice roll moment. Let's decide our D6 again. We've got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would have your name first.
I find your hubris amusing.
Alright.
I would see you clearer. Come closer. Now.
How about you come close, you cheeky bitch? Oh, alright then.
It would be rude to not introduce myself to guests. I am Laronia, the ever-faithful.
The ever-satanic by the looks of things. Again, hot.
You say you've come on behalf of Byron. How does he fare? Still a craven, I presume?
We said no fucking shit, love. Roll the D6 again and see what we get. 2. He's fallen ill, plagued by troubled dreams.
How tragic. Maybe he'll pull through.
Maybe. There's no time for this. What do you know of Lord Byron's illness?
I know of ways to end his suffering.
I don't think we've got the same ideas in mind, love, but riddle me curious.
Let me show you.
Oh, fair enough. Straight into the combat then. Ah! Skeletons! Necromancy! Again, hot. And dramatic music. This feels like a fucking boss fight if I've ever heard one. It's a draw, so we get the initiative. Ha ha! Fuck you, bitch! Right, so we're going to attack the one at the front because she's like out of range, so let's go and get the skelly boy here. What we got here? 15. Is that going to hit? I think it will. It's a 16 for the hit. 3, 4 damage. Ha ha! 1 down, 2 to go. Let's go and hit the next one. Ooh! Critical miss. That is less than ideal, but it's okay, we've still got time. We'll come back to you. Come on, Starla. Hit! Ugh. Yeah. Oh, indeed. You with the fame, we're going to hit the one at the back. What is that? 19 for the hit. D4 for damage. 2. Get back, you foul fiend. Out of range, we're going to go back to you with a spear. Oh, that's a miss. Fuck. You're still out of range. I'm going to come back to you. That's also a miss. Okay, so I'm guessing their AC is about 10. I wish there was a way of, like, seeing what their stats are and not having to wait for their turn. Again, kind of the player mindset, like as a TTRPG player, we would not know this and could just have to make these guesses. So it's kind of authentic in that sense as well. But it doesn't matter, we're going to use our sling and try and hit you at the back. That's a miss. Ugh, indeed. Now it's their turn. What's their AC? We don't know. Okay, do we save that? No, we failed, so we're going to be stunned by magic. We are paralyzed for 2 turns. That's not good. With 5 HP, that is lethal. But they miss with a sword swipe. The second skeleton comes to attack us now. Oh, fuck. Maximum damage. That's not very strong if that only did 3 damage. Okay, well, we're going to return the favour, mate, hopefully, and hit you back. Not quite in that 20, but we'll take it. 7 damage. Suck on that. Right. Back to you. Oh, that's not good. Oh, you're not doing well at all, mate. Come on, Starla. Hit. You rolled a 2 as well? Fucking hell. Think you can hit with a sling, tartan? Show everyone you're not an idiot? There you go. There's my son. 4 damage. How much is that going to do? You're still under damage. Let's attack the skelly boy. But of course, you're paralysed, Darla, so... Oh, it's a miss. Fuck. Can you please take the skeleton out this turn? We're going to have to pass because we're paralysed. Oh, she's passed. Why have you passed? Is that the only magic you can use, or you... Why did you pass? Whatever, I guess. Let's attack. 11. That should hit, right? Yep, there we go. Oh, so their AC is 12. They should be dead now. And they're dead now, and they've moved forward. Okay, the kid, you little street urchin, please hit. Slap him about with your teddy bear. Okay, they're nearly down. We've got this. Yes. Yes. Oh, so close. I can taste it. I can taste the Satanism on this bitch. Near death. Okay, we're nearly there, folks. Nearly there. That's still a hit with even the -1. All maximum damage, almost. Yes! Ha-ha! Victory is ours with a shitload of EXP gold. Lovely stuff. Oh, that's a whole
I
post.
must have misinterpreted the omens. Today, he calls for me.
Who calls you? Raoul? Brian? Some other weird demon shit? I want that.
Matters not. I am only a servant in his grand designs. It has already begun.
Oh, that don't sound good at all.
And with that, the spark of life fades from the mad priestess, leaving behind naught but a dead-eyed rictus.
Very ominous. I love that little bit of writing. I feel that's going to be the end of the demo now. That seems like a good place to wrap. Yep. Thank you for playing. We hope that you've enjoyed the demo for The Secret of Weepstone. This game is a love letter to the art of play style of classic RPGs of the 80s that we love so much. The demo represents just a small slice of the adventure and danger that awaits. Please consider wishlisting the game on Steam. Follow the development of the game on our social media pages. I have to say, I am rather impressed with all of that. It's definitely captured a proper retro, like, old school D&D TTRPG vibe. Like, I've gotten really excited. I want to know what happens next. Like, do we explore different modules, or do we go to different rooms? Like, how is this going to play out? What sort of weird fucking cult shit is going on here? Like, and I want to see more of this artwork and other enemy designs and things. Like, this looks so fucking cool. So yeah, that was the my little playthrough reaction of The Secret of Weepstone, which, I'm just going to have to say, I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far, and I can't wait to get my hands on the full game. Now, if you want a full Let's Play of the game, let me know down in the comments below. And if you like the idea of like making decisions with dice rolls, I think that could be a lot of fun just to spice things up a little bit. Yeah, let me know about that and what you think about all of that in the comments below. If you want to see the rest of my videos, I cover a whole host of horror-related TTRPGs. Go and check out the various videos on my channel, if you're new, of course. And also check out the various books in the description below. If you purchase those books from DriveThruRPG using those specific links, I get some of the money back because I'm an affiliate on DriveThruRPG, and that sort of coinage will help to deliver awesome content like this and so much more. And it means that you get cool books and shit, I get cool books and shit, and you get free content like this and so much more. So really, the odds are in your favour, mate. But if you've got those things already, want to get something else like a GM screen card or some old school D&D supplements, mayhap, or Shadow Dog or some old school essentials, what you can do is copy the affiliate code and put it in the URL of any DriveThruRPG project before you add it to the cart, and that will give me some of the coinage that way as well. But I understand that times are hard on all of us, and I'm not going to like come after you and like beat you to death if you are unable to do that. It's totally optional, so if you can do that, that'd be great, but if you can't do that, that's also absolutely fine. But what you should definitely do regardless is give the video a cheeky little thumbs up if you like this sort of thing, subscribe to the Lore by Night channel, and share this video with any and everyone who loves what I do, and I'll see you on the next upload, wherever that may well be for you. And until next time, farewell.